college sports communicators are the lifeblood of any broadcast on television.
Our communicators, our comm leads, our sports information directors, all those folks who touch this industry are really unsung heroes.
They love their university, they love their work. They go out of their way to present the great image for the university, for the players that they represent.
Learn more at collegesportscommunicators.com/celebratecsc.
Years from now, what will you remember? That. It's a small thing, but you know the small things in life feel the biggest.
I'm doing it, Dad!
Now that is something to remember.
I want to welcome you live to the ballpark at Jackson. Jeremy Smith alongside David Turner for the first game of Pool A, the third game overall in the SSAC Baseball Championship. This is the 35-11, 24-6 in league William Carey Crusaders, the number one overall seed in the bracket, against the 21-27, 13-17 in the league Tennessee Southern Fire Hawks. David Turner will tell you in just a moment about the lineup for this UT Southern team. First, I'm going to tell you about William Carey's starting pitcher. That's number 32, Matthew Davis, the junior from Selma, Alabama, a transfer from the University of Arkansas at Little Rock. Davis, on the season, has appeared in 9 games, all starts. 5-2 overall, 43 1/3 innings of work, 49 strikeouts, 22 walks, a 209 batting average against, and a 3.74 ERA. Tell us about this lineup for Tennessee Southern, David Turner.
UT Southern comes into this one with a regular 21-27. They're 13-17 in the SSAC, and leading off for them will be number 8, Cannon Raby. Is going to play right fielder for them here today. Followed by him will be number 24, the left fielder, Cody Womble. 3-hole hitter will be number 25, Braden Buckner. 4-hole, your cleanup man will be number 5, Coleman Senard, the catcher. 6th spot will be Colin Perkins. He's wearing number 6. He's going to play third base here this afternoon. 7th spot will be your DH. That's number 34, Mason Billions. Good name there. Number 8 spot is going to be your shortstop, number 17, Evan Nelson. And finally wrapping it up will be number 3, playing center field, Devin Burkhalter.
Yes, we went from Chasen Cash to Mason Billions in a couple of all-name team entries there. Davis gets to work. Talk to you in just a minute about the defense around the horn with a 1-0 count.
Raby now up to the plate. Gets the ball hit off, but right to the second baseman.
Yep, Cannon Raby grounds out to second. 1 gone here in the inning, and that's going to bring up number 24, Cody Womble. Womble on the season hitting .331. This defense for William Carey, the battery mate for Mr. Matthew Davis is Braden Coffey. At first base is Preston Ratliff. At second is Ty Little. Shortstop is Rigoberto Hernandez. The third baseman is Tyler Ducksworth. Left to right in the outfield, it's Eli Collins, Josh Alexander, and DJ Booth. And there was a single through the left side that brings Braden Buckner to the dish with 1 on and 1 out.
Buckner batting .331 on the season, leads this team with 17 home runs and 58 RBIs.
Yeah, Buckner done a lot of damage over the course of the season. That one in there for a strike.
Runner goes from first.
Firing down. The throw beat him, and so did the tag. Great throw from Coffey. Put it right on the money. So now 2 away in the inning. If they can get Buckner, then Davis faces the minimum here. Braden Buckner awaits. Breaking pitch inside corner. That's a tough pitch to handle.
It is. UT Southern not a team, looking at their numbers, that runs a whole lot. 42 steals on the season. Probably trying to get up ahead here on Carey if they have the opportunity. They're going to say he went on that check swing.
Yeah, the caught stealing at second, followed by the strikeout. Short work for Davis in the first. We head to the bottom half, SSAC.
Now batting first base. Come on now. Let's go, baby.
There you go. I knew you'd be back. You grabbed me, the Rawlings Trio, the most advanced baseball bat on the planet. And check out my window, man. That's the window to power, to a batting title, to post-game interviews. You and me, we're gonna light this guy up. Looking good, right? And that first rounder on the mound, I don't care if he goes curve, slider, or he's just throwing gas. With me, you've got the bat speed to catch up to anything. The fellas in the lab say it's because my extended barrel, composite handle, and end cap. Look, man, all I know is I've got the biggest sweet spot in the game, and that's the difference between fouling one off and lacing one into the gap. Yeah, feel that weight? That's me talking to your hands. With my balance and your quick wrist, this chump doesn't even know what he's up against. Listen, don't look right now, but his girlfriend's eyeballing you. All right, focus, man. It's showtime, baby.
Bottom of the first inning. Rigoberto Hernandez leading it off. Man on the mound is number 16, Jake Studeville, the 6'4" junior right-hander from Rockport, Indiana, transfer from Lindsey Wilson. Studeville on the season, 6-1, 20 appearances, 6 starts, a 6.75 ERA, 70 strikeouts over 61 and a third innings of work, 315 batting average against. The man he's facing, and we'll go through their lineup here in a minute, but Rigoberto Hernandez, one of the very best hitters in this league, 12 homers, 51 RBIs, a 386 batting average.
And then 17 steals on the other side of that.
Up the middle. Fielded and firing. And Hernandez is retired. So the defense around the horn. Sinyard is the man behind the plate. First to third, it is Buckner, Barnett, Nelson, and Perkins. Left to right in the outfield is Womble, Buckhalter, and Raby. The man at the dish right now is the right fielder, DJ Booth. He'll be followed by the center fielder, number 3, Josh Alexander. Then the first baseman, Preston Ratliff. The left fielder, Eli Collins. The third baseman, Tyler Ducksworth. The DH, Bridley Thomas. The catcher, Braden Coffey. And the second baseman, Ty Little. That is the lineup for William Carey. Tell us about the numbers on DJ Booth.
DJ Booth, the leading hitter as far as average on this team for the Crusaders, a 4.08 average on the season as he lifts that one up.
It just got
in the
higher.
gap. It did.
It got into that alley in right center, and Booth is on his horse headed for third. It's our second triple of the ball game. We've talked about this each game as we introduce you to this ballpark, the ballpark at Jackson, once the home of the West Tennessee Diamond Jacks, and then later the Jackson Generals of the AA Southern League. Now the home to the Jackson Rockabillys of the Prospect League. This ballpark is incredibly unique. There is a very tall wall in left field called the Blue Monster. It's about 318 or so down the left field line, 320 down the right field line. Tall wall all the way across, much higher than you see in other ballparks. The deepest part of the park is actually not dead center, where it's 392. The deepest part of the park are the alleys, because that wall bows back just a little bit. In particular, the left center field power alley and then the right center field power alley where there are corners. If you can hit those alleys, you can run for quite a long time. That one lifted left side, ranging over, and now back. Shortstop calls him off. Great job there by the shortstop to come over and make that play, and that was Nelson. So 2 gone in the inning. We say all that to say that the dimensions of the ballpark make for some very interesting outcomes for balls in play. We've had several hit off the wall today that would have been home runs in another ballpark. And then the wind has been blowing out consistently all day with intermittent strong gusts that when you get the ball up into the jet stream, it really, really carries there. So that's the conditions we've been playing with all day here today. And they have they've continued as that ball burned the outfield and got into the gap. Preston Ratliff fouls that one off. Ratliff, the first baseman.
Ratliff, a 343 average on the season, 13 home runs, 59 RBIs.
Now misses outside. It's a 2-2 count. Almost hit Ratliff. Big cut, can't get it. Ratliff is retired, and the triple amounts to nothing, and we're all tied headed to the second, the SSAC.
There's a call to be answered. The spirit of competition is still alive inside. The desire still drives. The phrase student athlete has a great ring to it. lasting friendships are ready to be made. You just want to keep playing. Game on. Get in the game at playnaia.org.
Coleman Senyard to the dish to lead it off here in the second. Davis delivers. That one will miss. It's a 1-0 count. One ball, no strikes. Davis delivers. Flared up over the head of the second baseman, and that'll drop. My second season calling games in this ballpark. I got to do the conference tournament a year ago, and have done the conference tournament for most of the last several years, but was eager to do it last year because, for me, and this is a personal anecdote that you don't care about, so I'll finish that anecdote in a minute while I tell you that the man coming to the plate is Cole Barnett. Let's talk about Cole Barnett's stats before we delve off into the realm of the ridiculous.
Barnett on the season, a .298 hitter. He's got 11 home runs, 28 RBIs on the season.
First one's away, 1-0.
And no stolen base attempts.
Yeah.
No stolen base attempts.
So, for me, getting to call the tournament here last year was really cool because I'm not from this area at all. I'm from Central Alabama. And yet the first professional game I ever attended was in this ballpark. It was a West Tennessee Diamond Jacks game. While I was briefly a student at Freed Hardeman for 2 years, Mark Pryor was coming through the Cubs system, and I was a big Mark Pryor fan in college, and I wanted to watch him pitch. And so I saw Mark Pryor's first professional start here in AA, and was pretty cool. And that was back in the Corey Patterson coming through and a lot of those guys. And so the first game I ever attended in a professional ballpark was right here. So getting to call games here is pretty neat.
That's a great bunt.
It's like you couldn't have.
That's perfection.
Yeah, you couldn't have slapped the ball down any better than that. Just fully deadened the ball.
Yeah.
So the sack bunt by Barnett advances the runner.
Didn't mean to interrupt your story.
No, you're fine. Yo, we're here to actually call the game. The ballpark it's really interesting. It's unique. The dimensions are incredible. Makes for some interesting hitting. The view is good. You know, I mean, you got the interstate, but the trees to the right. It's really a neat ballpark. There's the delivery. Breaks back over. Strike on Colin Perkins. Perkins is a native of Scottsboro, Alabama, a transfer from Shorter University, formerly in the SSAC many years ago, now a D2.
.285 hitter on the season, 7 home runs and 28 RBIs. 43 hits on the season.
And oddly enough, the first college basketball game I ever called was at Shorter University. Just quite odd. And didn't have anything to do with the SSAC schools that I have called for.
Well, they were D2 by then.
Yeah, they were in the Gulf South Conference, and I called a few games for West Alabama on the road over there. Ball in 2 strikes. Delivered. Misses away. 2-2. Davis back to work here. Trying to strand that runner at second. He needs a couple outs to do it. That one didn't break back in the way he wanted it to. Full count. Coffey's already thrown 1 runner out, and I'm already down to half a cup of the mug of coffee I started this game with. I was good through 2, but it's a long day.
It is.
Foul back. Davis toes the rubber on the first base side. Checks the runner at second. Kicks and fires, and big cut, can't get it. Kylan Perkins is retired. 2 away now. That's a huge out. Doesn't allow that runner to move. Now Mason Billions.
Billions, 330 average. 38 hits on the season. 9 home runs, 38 RBIs coming into this ball game.
That one over for a strike. Misses outside, 1-1. Over for a strike. 1-2 now. Foul back. That one swung over and missed. Drop strike 3, picks it up, throws to first. The inning's over, and so the runner at second amounts to nothing. Davis gets out of the trouble, no trouble. We head to the bottom of the second, no score, SSAC.
Hometown Ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
There's a call to be answered. The spirit of competition is still alive inside. The desire still drives. The phrase student athlete has a great ring to it. Lasting friendships are ready to be made. You just want to keep playing. Game on. Get in the game at playnaa.org.
Collins going to lead off the inning for the Crusaders. Here in the bottom of the second, Collins a .331 hitter on the season. 4 home runs, 31 RBIs. Catcher gear malfunction of some kind, having to adjust that. Oh, 1 count. Davis looks in, gets the sign, delivers the pitch. Strike. Pretty pitch on the outside part of the plate. That was a ball inside, and I said Davis. It's actually Stuteville on the mound. I'm looking at the wrong roster yet again. Ball was high. It's now a 2-2 count. See if Collins can put the ball in play here. Stuteville delivers. Ball is lined right at the second baseman. Diving stab. Great play at second base by Barnett. Definitely robbing a hit from Collins on that one. Tyler Duckworth now to the dish. He swings and misses on the first pitch. Duckworth, a .348 hitter on the season. Couple of home runs, 31 RBIs, 54 hits for him. He has started all 46 games for the Crusaders. Duckworth playing third for them here today. Stuteville's pitch, low and away. 2 balls and a strike. Pitch number 4 of the AB is over the plate, strike 2. That ball bounced back up off the turf, and he's going to outrun it. It looks they're going to call him out. That was an incredibly close play. They give it to the defense, though, and Duckworth is down. Came on the bag, awkward. He's trying to stretch it out over in the foul territory. Way he stepped coming onto that bag, looked like he rolled his ankle or something. Let's hope he's okay. This is definitely not the spot you want to lose somebody when you got to play 3 more ball games, presumably. While they're checking on him, we'll step away, and this is the SSAC Baseball Championships.
At Risk Strategies, we know how important the health and well-being of your student athletes are. During their time in college, they'll face pressure from all different directions, from performance expectations to rigorous physical training, strict schedules, and bodily injuries. These are just a few of the stressors that can be burdens to your dedicated student athletes. With Academic Sports Care, our athletic division focuses on providing specialized insurance and health and wellness solutions exclusively for college and university athletic programs to help your students succeed by staying healthy and safe, offering best-in-class services through innovation and care. Academic Sports Care is a winning solution for your student athletes.
So as you can see, Ducksworth able to get up on his own, walk across the infield to the dugout, although a little gingerly there for a little bit. But it's good that he's able to do that. Up next for the Crusaders is number 7 in the 7 hole, the DH, Bridley Thomas. And he's hit by the pitch. So 2 painful at bats for William Carey there, but one of them at least gets a man on base. Following Thomas, now the catcher Braden Coffey up to the plate. Coffey looking at his numbers, a .204 hitter. 11 RBIs on the season. Just his 23rd game played. That one drops in for a strike, 1-1 count. Stuteville up with the pitch. Ball smacked back up center field. He takes a step back, catches that, and that's going to end the inning for the Crusaders. So just a hit by pitch on that one to get the man on base. No other damage from Stuteville, and we'll go to the third here. It is a 0-0 ball game. This is the SSAC Baseball Championships.
A lot goes into building next year's roster. From identifying top prospects to fostering relationships that lead to commitment, recruiting is a full-time mission. WinOne brings it all together into one powerful platform. Whether you're on the road or at the office, WinOne is always within reach. Our iMessage automation makes connecting simple and efficient. Send personalized messages from your own number to every recruit on your list. Adding recruits is fast and effortless. Add as you go, upload a list, or even share a custom QR code. Visualize your roster like never before with the WinOne depth chart. Plan positions, customize views, and keep your recruiting strategies sharp. And just like that, you've built next year's roster. Centralized, connected, and built for success. That's recruiting with WinOne. You were built for your athletes. WinOne was built for you.
Let's start the third inning for us. Back here in this one will be the 8-hole hitter, Evan Nelson of Tennessee Southern. Nelson, .222 average. This is his 31st game that he has appeared in. 99 at bats. First pitch from Davis is outside, ball 1. Davis 26 pitches through the first 2 innings. That was a ball as well. 2-0 is a count. Inside ball 3. Nelson steps back up to the plate. Davis looks in, gets a sign, fires a pitch. It's over the plate, strike 1. Nelson taking all the way on that one. That was right down the chute. Davis trying to hit that outside corner, miss. That's ball 4. That's the first walk of the afternoon for Davis. That'll bring up number 3, Devin Buckhalter of the Firehawks. Looking to bunt. Pitches outside, ball 1. Buckhalter, .255 average on the season. Started every game for the Firehawks. 2 home runs, 20 RBIs. Still looking to lay down the bunt, pulls it back and swings, fouls it off. One is the count. Shows bunt again, puts it down this time, right back to the pitcher. They'll get the out going to first. No, they won't. Throw is offline, and he gets in safe, so an error on the pitcher. Runners now on first and second. That brings us right back to the top of the lineup with Rabbie here. Best average hitter on this club. 2 on, no outs. Let's see if he can do something. He'll lay down the bunt. Good bunt over the third baseman, charges in, throws it. He gets the out at first, but advances both runners. Now 1 out, runners on second and third. UT Southern with an opportunity here in the third to get a little damage on the board. Working against Davis. Best part of their lineup is here. Rabbie laid down a good bunt on that one. That's going to bring up Womble to the plate. Womble 1 for 1 in this one. Pitch from Davis. Womble cuts at it, knew he had it, liked the pitch, and just missed it, fouled it off. That one got the black on the inside part of the plate, so it's a 0-2. See what Davis does here, see if he tries to get him outside with something. He does. It's outside and high. Two on, nobody out here in the top of the third. Davis gets his sign. Comes a pitch, and Womble swings at it and misses. That's strikeout for Davis. First out of the inning. Brings up the big bat here for the Firehawks, Braden Buckner. 17 home runs, 58 RBIs on the season. Takes a rip at that one. That one gets through. That one's going to drive in 2 runs. Left fielder gets it in, but it's going to be late. 2-run score on the RBI single from Buckner. Tennessee Southern takes the early 2-0 lead here in the third. Great job by one of your better players in those situations. You want to see him pick up those RBIs. He gets 2 of them there, not just 1. Great piece of hitting. Sinyard now up to the plate. Sinyard 1 for 1, the catcher. The runner on first. Pitch, he takes a hack first swing, fouls it off. Pitch is high, ball 1. That one's fouled off. Strike 2 now on Sinyard. We'll see what Davis does here in a favorable count. 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 already in for the Firehawks. That pitch goes in, gets him. Second hit batter by Davis, the Carey pitcher, in this one. So now 1 out, 2 on, runners on first and second. They're going to bring in a courtesy runner at first base. I believe that is number 28, Cage Beckner, the freshman outfielder from Gallatin, Tennessee. Brings to the plate Cole Barrett. Barrett, second baseman. First pitch is low and away for ball 1. Davis looks in, delivers a pitch, outside ball 2. Barrett, the first Firehawk to be hit by a pitch, and that's going to bring out pitching coach for William Carey, and they're going to talk about it here for a minute. Try to get Davis back into this one and get him to shake it off and get out of this inning. Barnett being the 6th batter to come to the plate in this inning. Davis toes the rubber yet again. Looks in, gets a sign. Pitch well outside for ball 3. 3-0 is the count. If you were Barnett, you were not taking that bat off of your shoulder for anything. You want to see a strike. That one catches the black on the inside corner for strike 1. Two on, 1 out. Davis delivers. Ball's knocked away foul. Davis up to 44 pitches as he's labored through this third inning. That one's in, fouled off again by Barnett. Davis with the pitch. That one's high for ball 4. That loads the bases with 1 out. Colin Perkins will be Firehawks stepping up to the plate, the third baseman for UT Southern. 0 for 1, struck out his first at bat here this afternoon. Opportunity for a lot of damage. That one's inside for ball 1. Strike 1 on the pitch from Davis. Just outside. 2-1's your count. Davis has struggled to be consistent here in this inning. He's struggled to keep that strike zone in him. A lot of deep counts here in this third inning. And that one's popped straight up. First baseman tracking it, gets on, trying to get underneath it, makes the catch. It's actually the third out of the inning. Scoreboard was wrong. So I was looking at it the whole time. So Davis able to get out of that inning after struggling through it, gets the pop out to end it. We go to the bottom of the third here. This is the SSAC Baseball Championships.
Lighting is a science with a tremendous amount of complexity. Every field, stadium, and complex has its own challenges. From design to production to installation, Techline Sports Lighting has been a leader in sports lighting solutions for more than 20 years. Techline Sports Lighting, the official sports lighting partner of the Southern States Athletic Conference.
It all began in 1937. A vision to start something different, something better. A college athletics association where competition wasn't just about the scoreboard, but about character, growth, and rising together. From that first tip-off, the NAIA has grown in size and in spirit, in the way we play, the way.
Steubenville back to the mound now for the Firehawks, now with a 2-0 lead over the number 1 seed Crusaders. And at the dish is number 28, Ty Little of the Crusaders.
Yeah, Steubenville getting back to work with a 2-0 lead here. Got to make you a little bit more comfortable on the mound, working with a lead. Little fouls that one off.
Little a .351 average this season. Pitch well outside. 2 balls and a strike, or 1 ball and 2 strikes, rather.
Grounder. Fielded. Fired. And Little is retired.
Top of the lineup comes back up now for the Crusaders. Rigoberto Hernandez now steps to the plate. First pitch was low for Stuteville. Second one now coming. Outside, ball 2. Hernandez, a dangerous player for William Carey. That pitch inside, ball 3. That one over the outside corner of the plate. 3 balls and a strike now. Hernandez now looking to do some damage with this one. Took a big hack, swung through it, strike 2. And for Stuteville, working with this 2-0 lead with nobody on, you can be more aggressive in your pitches. Hernandez attacks that one, fouls it off. For Stuteville, you can be the aggressor. You can attack the hitter rather than the other way around.
Payoff pitch on the way here. Foul back again by Hernandez. This is away. Hernandez will head to first.
DJ Booth steps up to the plate. 1 for 1 is the right fielder in this one.
This is away.
Catcher out to talk to Stuteville, probably to go back over some signals and signs, work some things out there. Going through the lineup once, might want to change a couple of little things up.
DJ Booth awaiting the 1-0. I'll throw and chase Hernandez back. This is away. 2-0. Three and 0. That one over for a strike, 3-1. And he walked. No, he did got the corner. I thought he missed it there for a moment. Lifted left center, slicing, long run, gonna drop. And Hernandez heads to third. The throw won't beat him, and they'll move up the trail runner as well. Second and third and one out now. And William Carey with a tang runs in scoring position.
Brings Josh Alexander to the dish, the center fielder for the Crusaders here tonight. 0 for 1 in the ball game. Stouffville now 48 pitches, facing his 12th batter. Counts 2-0. Gets sign, sets, pitches outside, ball 3. Stouffville struggled with his command in this one. Had a lot of deep counts already.
Yeah, he's at the 50 pitch mark. Near about anyway. Gets that one over for a strike. In fact, I think the way that the Presto live stat engine works, that would actually be 51 that he just threw. That one's fouled back. Back in the count now, full count, 3-2. This is inside, and now the bases are loaded.
Only one out in the inning. And nowhere to put anybody for Stouffville. Preston Ratliff now steps up to the plate. Struck out in his first at bat, the first baseman for William Carey.
That went over for a strike.
Ball 2, that one was in the dirt. Catcher had to chase it down.
Preston Ratliff a chance to change this ball game. 2-0 game, bases loaded, one out. Carried down here in the third. Stouffville laboring. He would love nothing more than a ground ball right at somebody. Instead, the pitch gets away, but not far enough away for the runners to advance.
That one fouled off. 3-2 now, the count goes full. Strikeout would be huge here for Stouffville.
Lifted, foul, and out of play. And he walked him. He had nowhere to put him, but he put him aboard. 2-1 ball game.
Third walk of the ball game for Stouffville already.
There's somebody running down to the bullpen for the Firehawks. See a bullpen catcher heading down there as well. Inside, strike one. Foul back.
One ball, two strikes is the count now for Stouffville. One out in the inning, bases loaded.
That one misses high.
Believe that's number 15, Jackson Moon, getting loose now in the bullpen for the Firehawks.
Two-one.
Ball gets through.
Up, single to left, going to bring two home. Play at the plate, not in time, and William Carey back on top. 3 home in the third. Duckworth to the dish. That one misses.
Stouffville now over 65 pitches here in the third. Ball up in the gap. Both outfielders running back. That's going to come down. That's going to be trouble.
Yeah, almost got out of here. You're going to get everybody around. And William Carey. Big swing, big spot. Pouring it on here. 5-2.
Actually, now 2 pitchers up in the bullpen for UT Southern. Still just 1 out in the inning. Duckworth on second.
Five 2 your score. That one misses. In the dirt. Still just 1 out in the inning. 8th batter of the inning. That one misses away.
Ridley Thomas was hit by his last plate plate appearance.
That's easy for you to say.
It apparently is not.
And he misses. Yeah, Stuteville's really struggling now. Stuteville's issued his 3rd walk. Let me make sure I'm looking at that right. Maybe his 2nd walk.
It's his 4th walk.
Yeah, I'm looking at the wrong line. There it is, 4 walks. Wow. They're going to have to pull him, and I think there's the move here. We'll tell you about the reliever on the other side, SSAC.
Where the day starts with laughter in local shops and ends under the stars with live music. That's Jackson, Tennessee. It's a place where every moment is an invitation to explore, to connect, to be part of something bigger. Jackson isn't just a destination, it's where stories are written, memories in the making.
It all began in 1937 on this very basketball court in Kansas City. A vision to start something different, something better. A college athletics association where competition wasn't just about the scoreboard, but about character, growth, and rising together. From that first tip-off, the NAIA has grown in size and in spirit. In the way we play, the way we lead, the way we make athletics greater than a game, and all strive to do more and be more. At the NAIA, we take the student and student athlete seriously and focus on the whole person, because individual growth doesn't stop at the final buzzer. Our character-driven athletics empower student athletes to succeed in competition, in class, and in life.
I'm not just preparing for the next game. I'm preparing for what's next.
For NAIA member institutions, small doesn't mean limited. It means limitless. Our schools aren't simply the sum of their teams. They're whole communities that are founded on opportunity, strengthened by tradition, and powered by passion.
Here, we build athletic programs that build lives and legacies.
Through our
New pitcher for the Firehawks is number 15, Jackson Moon. Moon the 6'2 junior from Chatham, Ontario, on the season. Moon, 14 appearances, now 15, and 11.48 ERA. 16 strikeouts, 9 walks over 13 1/3 innings. Inherits runners on first and second with 1 out. So the final line for Stuteville is 2 1/3, 5 earned, 4 walks.
So far.
Yeah, so far.
Yeah.
2 on the bases are his.
5-2 ball game. Moon. Misses outside. Moon yet to find the strike zone since entering the ball game, behind 3-0. Moon a transfer from Trevecca Nazarene. That one over for a strike, 3-1. Trevecca Nazarene many years ago, an NAIA member. Three-one count. Foul back. Payoff pitch on the way.
Runners on the move, fouled straight back.
That one's going to ride the ramp all the way back up and down again. Hope no one takes that in the head. They did not. It would be very unfortunate for anyone to ever get hit with a foul ball like that, but it would be difficult for it to occur here because there are so few people right now. Attendance picks up as we get toward the weekend in this event.
Runners go again. Ball's in play right at the right fielder.
He'll make the play. 2 gone. It's the hard part about the neutral site is it's difficult for folks to travel during the week like this. Our best crowds in my time doing this were the year that it was at Mobile, because you were close proximity to Mobile, Loyola, and William Carey.
Yeah.
And so you had big fan bases for all of them, and a solid one for, I think Faulkner was pretty well attended that year, and that was a big crowd year. But finding something, the thing for the SSAC is finding something in footprint,
right,
proximity to everybody is a challenge. Jackson's been a good home to us last couple of years. Blue Mountain, great attendance last year. Of course, they came out and won on day one and took an automatic bid as they played through the week. Little swings through that one. Little started this inning. 10th batter of the inning now. Flared left side, down for a hit. That's going to get over into foul territory. At least one's going to score. Throw gets by. It's a double for Little. It's now 6-2. That run is charged to Stuteville. Now Hernandez to the dish. Stuteville delivers. No balls on a strike. Misses away there. 1-1. Hernandez, chopper. Second baseman's got it. Inning's over. But William and Carey scores 6. They lead 6-2 through 3 SSAC.
It all began in 1937 on this very basketball court in Kansas City. A vision to start something different, something better. A college athletics association where competition wasn't just about the scoreboard, but about character, growth, and rising together. From that first tip-off, the NAIA has grown in size and in spirit, in the way we play, the way we lead, the way we make athletics greater than a game, and all strive to do more and be more. At the NAIA, we take the student and student athlete seriously and focus on the whole person, because individual growth doesn't stop at the final buzzer. Our character-driven athletics empower student athletes to succeed in competition, in class, and in life.
I'm not just preparing for the next game. I'm preparing for what's next.
For NAIA member institutions, small doesn't mean limited. It means limitless. Our schools aren't simply the sum of their teams. They're whole communities that are founded on opportunity, strengthened by tradition, and powered by passion.
Here, we build athletic programs that build lives and legacies.
Through our 29 sports, 21 conferences, 250 member institutions, and 83,000 student athletes, the NAIA fosters a culture of competition and connection in an unstoppable intercollegiate movement where athletics push to new heights and integrity keeps us grounded.
We don't measure success in W's alone. Our greatest victory is the community we create for the student-athlete experience.
Across the NAIA, we play for the love of the game, finding
Mason Billions to the dish. Designated hitter for the Firehawks. Billions from Ardmore, Alabama. 1-1 count. And Billions is retired on strikes. So Evan Nelson to the plate. Six-two ball game.
Evan Nelson walked his first plate appearance, scored a run.
Foul tip there, I think. Nelson from Sparkman High School in Huntsville. Ball and 2 strikes on Evan Nelson. Swung through that one. 2 quick strikeouts for Davis here in the 4th. That's what you do when you get a lead. You go on the attack.
Absolutely. Buckhalter will step up to the dish. Center fielder's 0 for 1 in this one. Ball inside. Second pitch over for strike 1.
That one misses away. 2-1. That one sent right side, and the right fielder comes on and squeezes it, and it's a 1-2-3 frame in the fourth. We go to the bottom half.
College sports communicators are the lifeblood of any broadcast on television.
Our communicators, our comm leads, our sports information directors, all those folks who touch this industry are really unsung heroes.
They love their university, they love their work. They go out of their way to present the great image for the university, for the players that they represent.
Learn more at collegesportscommunicators.com/celebratecsc.
DJ Booth to lead off in the bottom of the fourth inning for the Crusaders. Still facing Jackson Moon on the mound.
That one's over for a strike.
Booth 2 for 2 with a run in this ball game already. That pitch caught the black on the inside corner of the plate, evens the count at 1.
Sent center field, long run. Great play.
It's a good read off the bat.
Yeah, if he doesn't read that well, he's got no shot. Buckhalter runs it down. Here's the SSAC Player of the Year, Josh Alexander.
Alexander 1 for 1 at the plate and drew a walk.
Lines it to the shortstop. One pitch decides the at-bat. Those are always welcome regardless of the outcome. What you must do quickly.
Yes, absolutely.
6-2 is your score. Here's Preston Ratliff to the plate. As I told you, before, I'm looking through our all-name team here. We've got 2 locks from the tournament so far, Chasen Cash and Mason Billions. Now, I don't know if they know each other, but if they don't leave here, is either A, an NXT developmental tag team under the name Checks and Championships, or B, a baseball podcast called The Payoff Pitch, then they've wasted a God-given branding opportunity. And also, God bless you, Jackson Moon, for your quick inning. But I would insist people call me Jackie. That's where we are. 6-2. We have reached the stage of delirium as we are 22 innings into our day now. 6-2, William Carey leads as we head to the 5th on the SSAC Baseball Championship.
Years from now, what will you remember? That. It's a small thing, but you know the small things in life feel the biggest.
I'm doing it, Dad!
Now that is something to remember.
Choosing to work with a contract partner is a huge decision, especially when considering the effect it has on your employees. You'll want to ensure that they are treated well and carefully guided through the transition. At National Management Resources, our priority is to maintain continuity, ensure a seamless transition, and most importantly, remove any stress for you and your staff.
I would say the greatest surprise I've had, which is a positive factor, is how smoothly the transition went, first of all, and then the ramping up and the maintaining of the service level that now we've become quite accustomed to. I can't imagine going back to the way it was prior.
6-2 ball game.
Had quite a few people, I think,
Big cut through that one for Cannon Raby.
I like it. See pitch, swing.
That's right. Here for a good time, not a long time. See the ball? Swing. 1-1 here. Good approach by Raby. Read that one out of the hand. You saw that a lot in the Thomas Aback game.
He really did.
Yeah, not a lot of deep counts. Everybody was up there looking to hit. And you had pitchers that were looking to pound the strike zone. Davis delivers there, fouled away. That's what's funny about that game is you go back and you look at Ray Jordan gives up 15 hits over 7 2/3, but he works quickly and he stays in the zone. And it's just kind of all part of the game plan.
Yeah.
We're going to pitch to contact, let the defense make plays where they can, and we're going to move on. And honestly, in this kind of a setting, it's not a bad strategy when you want to save your pen.
Yeah, because you're trying to shorten the game in a way by keeping out of those deep counts, but keeping things moving as well.
Yeah, and you keep your defense isn't standing out there for 6, 7, 8 pitches and at bat. 3-2 here. That one flared off the fist. Pitcher says he's got it, and he does. Davis runs it down. That'll get us to Cody Womble. 1-for-2 on the day for Mr. Womble. Ball and no strikes. Womble steps back in. Big cut through that one. Shout out to our buddy Zach O'Kelly, the SID from Tennessee Southern. Zach making the long drive from Louisiana to Decatur, Alabama. Zach was down there bowling for the first time in a while. Zach's a really talented bowler. You know, some people, they chase the 300 game.
Yes.
Zach had a couple of them this week alone. It's Zach, really good at it. Then he went in the tank. He said, I started really good, you know. He said at one point he threw 26 straight strikes.
Oh, wow.
And then he's like, man, I can't break 170. I'm like, brother, I ain't broke 100
Exactly.
in a decade. 6-2. And you've been bowling with me, you know. The big left hook. If you'll recall, I think the first time I ever went bowling was with you in South Carolina, like 20-something years ago, and I left hooked a ball into the wrong lane.
I think I do remember that.
Yeah. Certain activities you do for leisure, not for any sort of pride or competition.
Bowling more about the experience and the company than anything, and entertainment that comes along with it.
The problem is when you go bowling with your kids and they start to get old enough that they want to beat you, and you just can't. You can't let them yet.
Can't let
now
them.
you have to find a gear you don't have. There's a fly ball to center field. So 2 away in the inning. As Buckner's retired, Womble remains at first after the walk. But Zach O'Kelly headed to the SSAC softball tournament. Their banquet is tonight, and the softball tournament begins tomorrow in Decatur, Alabama. Its longtime location there. Coleman Senior at the dish. Nearly hit him.
He braced to take the hit, but at the last second, it kicked away from him just a little bit.
1-for-1 on the day is Senior. Native of Pulaski. Went to Giles County High School.
Nice when you can get a kid from your backyard, pitch back up the middle of the center
Might
field.
have burned him, but he was able to recover.
Yeah.
Nice job. If that wind was blowing like it has been all day, that ball's carrying to the wall. As is, it dies out there because for the first time all day, it's still. And I told you as we got closer to dark, I thought that was probably going to happen. And right now it has, that wind is not whipping out there at all. And that turns into a fly ball. 6-2 lead for William Carey through 4.5, SSAC.
Now batting first base. Come on now. Let's go, baby.
There you go. I knew you'd be back. You grabbed me, the Rawlings Trio, the most advanced baseball bat on the planet. And check out my window, man. That's the window to power, to a batting title, to post-game interviews. You and me, we're gonna light this guy up. Looking good, right? And that first rounder on the mound, I don't care if he goes curve, slider, or he's just throwing gas. With me, you've got the bat speed to catch up to anything. The fellas in the lab say it's because my extended barrel, composite handle, and end cap. Look, man, all I know is I've got the biggest sweet spot in the game, and that's the difference between fouling one off and lacing one into the gap. Yeah, feel that weight? That's me talking to your hands. With my balance and your quick wrist, this chump doesn't even know what he's up against. Listen, don't look right now, but his girlfriend's eyeballing you. All right, focus, man. It's showtime, baby.
Eli Collins to the dish to lead off the inning as Moon gets back to work.
Collins 1 for 2, couple of RBIs in this one.
Jackson Moon kicks and fires. Over for a strike. Laced back up the middle.
Great piece of hitting for Collins.
Yep, Collins. You look at this, and I was noticing this a little bit ago. There are a handful of D1 transfers on this team. Collins being one of them, transferred from Southern Mississippi. Josh Alexander from Louisiana Lafayette. And you roll down that list, Eastern Kentucky University, DJ Booth. South Alabama, Mason Smith. Arkansas Little Rock, Matthew Davis. So the success that Carey's had in the NAI the last few years has started to attract bigger and bigger fish in the recruiting pool. Tyler Duckworth at the dish.
Another arm getting loose in the bullpen for the Firehawks. Possibly a couple of arms.
Yeah, looks like it. Thrown over. Two-0 count on Duckworth. Down the middle for a strike. 2-1. Big cut, can't get it. 2-2.
Duckworth with the big double in that last inning for William Carey, driving in 2 runs.
One misses away. They'll check the baseball. Let the catcher recover a little bit here. Final game of the day. On deck, Blue Mountain in Middle Georgia. That is a scheduled 7 p.m. start time.
It will not.
But it will be 7 o'clock somewhere, just not here. There is a possibility of as many as 50 minutes in between games if teams decide to take infield and outfield. Center fielder fields that one. We're only in the 5th inning of this one. So I would venture to guess 8:30 for the start time of the last one.
Feels close.
Yeah, I mean, if we get that thing started within 2 hours of right now, I'm going to call it a win.
Yeah. That pitch upstairs on Ridley Thomas.
Thomas has yet to have an official at bat.
Hit by a pitch and a walk.
Yeah. Third time through the order. Let's see if he can get something in the at bat column. He can.
And he does. And
that ball's absolutely gone.
Bye-bye.
Ridley Thomas lifted that no-doubter over the Blue Monster and left. It's a 2-run shot for Thomas. The man from Brandon, Mississippi, going to touch home and make it an 8-2 ball game. Absolutely blasted that ball. Missed none of it. Cam Trosclair pinch hitting for William Carey. It's number 42, the senior first baseman from Bourg, Louisiana. Cam Trosclair is hitting for Braden Coffey. Trosclair on the year, 236, 5 homers, 23 RBIs. He'll take away there, 2-0. Trosclair. Takes there. Three-0 count. Cam Trosclair awaits.
And a
4-pitch walk, yeah. So Cam Trosclair, a little bit of John Kruk to his game and his frame. Heads down to first.
What are you saying?
It looked like John Kruk with no beard. They're going to make the pitching change here. We'll tell you about the new pitcher on the other side, SSAC.
There's a call to be answered. The spirit of competition is still alive inside. The desire still drives. The phrase student athlete has a great ring to it. Lasting friendships are ready to be made. You just want to keep playing. Game on. Get in the game at playnaia.org.
New pitcher for the Firehawks is number 12, Barrett Brown, the 6-foot righty out of Athens, Alabama. Transfer from Birmingham Southern. First pitch swung on, sent to the track in right field and caught. 2 out in the inning.
For Brown, this is his 14th appearance of the season. He is 1-6 with the win-loss record. 10 games started for him this season, a 9.57 ERA and 36 2/3 of an innings this season. 21 strikeouts, 35 walks on the season for him.
8-2 is the score. Swung on, right field line, out of here. A 2-run shot for Rigoberto Hernandez. Second home run of the inning. Now 10-2, William Carey. Hernandez just absolutely blasted that ball. Baseball in the hand of Brown as he's ready to get back to work.
DJ Booth at the plate, 2 for 3 in this one.
That one's over for a strike. That one will miss. 2-1's your count.
Brown readies to pitch. Offer, it's fouled away on the check swing by DJ Booth. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Brown steps back and fires. Called strike 3, inning over. Carey adds 4 on a pair of homers. They're up 10-2 through 5, SSAC.
Hometown Ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
There's a call to be answered. The spirit of competition is still alive inside. The desire still drives. The phrase student athlete has a great ring to it. Lasting friendships are ready to be made. You just want to keep playing. Game on. Get in the game at playnaia.org.
Ten-2. Up the middle. Davis says thank you very much. 1 pitch, 1 out. Barnett's retired. That's going to bring Perkins to the dish. Misses there. I don't know how Davis gets so close to hitting guys, but he doesn't. It's like
I thought for sure that hit him.
It's really hard to throw inside off the black like that and not hit a guy. And Davis has done it several times. It's clearly a spot that he commands, as that's a foul ball. That one in there for a strike, 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes. Misses. Tennessee Southern led for a moment. They were up 2-0 after the top of the third. Big cut. Pick it up. Throw down to first. So 2 gone in the inning. Digging in. Takes away.
Mason Billions to the plate. 0 for 2 at this juncture of the ball game.
Billions awaits. He'll strike out. They'll throw down to first. And Davis with a quick inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. The SSAC.
At Risk Strategies, we know how important the health and well-being of your student athletes are. During their time in college, they'll face pressure from all different directions, from performance expectations to rigorous physical training, strict schedules, and bodily injuries. These are just a few of the stressors that can be burdens to your dedicated student athletes. With Academic Sports Care, our athletic division focuses on providing specialized insurance and health and wellness solutions exclusively for college and university athletic programs to help your students succeed by staying healthy and safe, offering best-in-class services through innovation and care. Academic Sports Care is a winning solution for your student athletes.
Enter WinOne, a platform that unifies athletic management into one intuitive system. With custom profiles for every role within your department, everyone is instantly on the same page. Streamline eligibility tracking with automated transcript updates. Simplify scheduling with a centralized calendar. Enhance relationship building with personalized recruiting communications. This is more than a tool, it's a game changer.
All right, back here for the bottom of the 6th. Back to work on the mound is Brown. The man at the plate's Josh Alexander, the SSAC Player of the Year. Probably a good time to talk to you about last night's awards banquet and sort through all of the honorees from these two teams. Coach of the Year, Bobby Halford. Player of the Year, Josh Alexander. Both from William Carey. You look at the first team all-conference. As Brown delivers, swung on straight up the chute. Didn't miss it by much. It'll go back out of play. First team all-conference for William Carey. It's Preston Ratliff, Tyler Ducksworth, Rigoberto Hernandez, Josh Alexander. All first team all-conference. Second team all-conference for the Crusaders. It's DJ Booth, Luke Lysette. Gold Glove team. No one from the Crusaders on that one, nor on the all freshman team. And then when you look at this all academic group, the SSAC with, or rather William Carey in the SSAC all academic with, looks like 17, 18 guys on there as Alexander strikes out. Now to UT Southern for the Firehawks. First team all-conference, Coleman Sinyard. And second team all-conference for Braden Buckner. That one misses, 1-0. This is Preston Ratliff at the dish. All-freshman team, Evan Nelson. And then to their all-academic. That one lifted. That's out of here, I think. And it's gone.
It is.
Solo shot for Preston Ratliff. It's 11-2. UT Southern with 9 all-academic guys. Champion of character for each team, it's Cannon Raby for UT Southern and Eli Collins for William Carey. It's 11-2. We are one away from run rule territory. The rule 10 after 7. This is me assuming the run rule's in effect in pool play. I believe that it is.
Either way, you've said the thing.
Well, in a pool play game, you would want it to be because you'd want to save your pitching. That one's over for a strike.
Eli Collins at the plate, 2 for 3, couple of RBIs.
Yeah, pretty good day for Collins.
It has been.
3 homers now for the Crusaders. That ball fired over. Yeah, I remember the Crusaders winning via run rule in this venue last year, so it would definitely be in effect here. Hernandez, Ratliff, and Thomas each with home runs for the Crusaders. And here's Duckworth,
who almost had one earlier. Double off the top of the wall.
Yes, the very top of the wall. There's a strike. Ducksworth. He swings on that one and foul territory slicing. Buckner over, makes the play. And an awkward landing for the first baseman. But he squeezes it and gets him out of the inning. So Ducksworth fouls out. And we go to the top of the 7th, the SSAC.
A lot goes into building next year's roster. From identifying top prospects to fostering relationships that lead to commitment, recruiting is a full-time mission. WinOne brings it all together into one powerful platform. Whether you're on the road or at the office, WinOne is always within reach. Our iMessage automation makes connecting simple and efficient. Send personalized messages from your own number to every recruit on your list. Adding recruits is fast and effortless. Add as you go, upload a list, or even share a custom QR code. Visualize your roster like never before with the WinOne Depth Chart. Plan positions, customize views, and keep your recruiting strategies sharp. And just like that, you've built next year's roster. Centralized, connected, and built for success. That's recruiting with WinOne. You were built for your athletes. WinOne was built for you.
– 11-2 ball game.
Evan Nelson to lead off the 7th inning.
Nelson awaits, swings. I like the approach. See ball, hit ball. It's actually, they had put the wrong graphic up for a moment. It is, in fact, Nelson. That one over. No, misses. 1-1. Davis back to work here in the 7th. You're looking for efficiency from your starters in an event like this. You've gotten it so far. Big cut through that one.
At 94 pitches.
Yeah.
At this point of the ball game.
Still shy of the 100-pitch mark here in the 7th. 8 strikeouts, 3 hits, 3 walks, 2 runs, 1 earned. If he can get through this with the 9-run lead and you can tack on 1, you end it and you don't use another reliever. And that's surely got to be the focal point here. Save the arms for the rest of the week. And there's a line drive to the right fielder. And so Evan Nelson says we will not go quietly into that good night. Now turn the line up to Buckhalter. Devin Buckhalter from Russellville, Alabama, Calhoun Community College.
One official at bat in this one. It's 0 for 1. Has scored a run. Hit by a pitch earlier in the ball game.
Takes that one inside, 1-0. Misses away, 2-0. Down the pipe, high, 3-0. Davis scuffling a little bit, so now you got loosening in the William Carey bullpen. That one's in there, 3-1.
Strike 2, now to a full count.
Big cut through that one.
Strike 3 for the first out of the ball game, or for the inning rather. 9 strikeouts for Davis in this one. Cannon Raby, top of the order now for UT Southern. Raby 0 for 2. Ahead of the count now, 1 ball, no strikes.
Through the left side and a base hit. Raby puts a little more traffic aboard. Womble to the plate, 1 for 2. That one in there for a strike.
Womble showed bunt, pulled back. We'll see if they keep it on.
0-1 count. Misses away, 1-1. In there, ball and 2 strikes. Womble steps back in. Davis delivers, fouled away. Grounder, second baseman. Little to short, and now back across. They can't squeeze it for the double play, but they do get the lead runner on that one. One runner advances to third. You got him on the corners now, 2 out. Womble aboard at first. And we move to Buckner, who's 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs.
That one in for a strike. Davis gets ahead on this at bat. Buckner takes the ball inside. Pitch fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning.
The 1-2 offering to Buckner. That one misses. Two and two. Davis, well over 100 pitches. Approaching the 120 mark now. Misses there.
Runner coming from third. He's going to score on the wild pitch.
(11-3). Buckner will step back in. Sent right field. Long run, slicing, foul, out of play. Ratliff chased it all the way, though. The first baseman. Little was over there as well. Lost half of his gear. The payoff pitch to Buckner. Lifted right side, slicing out of play again. Misses away, and Buckner draws a walk. So Sinyard to the dish. And I think they're going to come get Davis now. Looking toward the pin. Davis is at 121 pitches. 9 strikeouts over 6 2/3, 5 hits, 4 walks, 3 runs, 1 earned. And the reliever is now back to the mound. This is at least buying time for the reliever. At 121 pitches, you would not imagine we would see Davis at any point again in this tournament.
No.
It has happened, but it is rare. Coleman Sinyard. 2 on, 2 out. Top 7, 11-3. Sinyard steps in. Big cut, can't get it. Strike 1. Misses the zone there. Davis now at 123 pitches. You've got to imagine this is his last batter no matter what.
Low and away, ball 2.
Two and 1. Takes away their 3 and 1. Flared foul. So back to the full count, the payoff pitch. Davis gets the sign, finds the grip, kicks and fires. Chopper up the middle. Shortstop can't get to it. It's a seeing eye single. Seeing eye single gets another one home. It's 11-4 with runners on the corners and 2 outs, and you got to think they're going to come get him now. And Bobby Halford's headed to the mound. We'll have a pitching change. Tell you about it on the other side. SSAC.
Lighting is a science with a tremendous amount of complexity. Every field, stadium, and complex has its own challenges. From design to production to installation, Techline Sports Lighting has been a leader in sports lighting solutions for more than 20 years. Techline Sports Lighting, the official sports lighting partner of the Southern States Athletic Conference.
It all began in 1937. A vision to start something different, something better. A college athletics association where competition wasn't just about the scoreboard, but about character, growth, and rising together. From that first tip-off, the NAIA has grown in size and in spirit, in the way we play, the way.
The new pitcher for William Carey, the 6-foot righty from Laurel, Mississippi, and a transfer from the University of South Alabama, number 24, Mason Smith.
Smith, this will be his 8th appearance on the season. An even 4.0 ERA, 1 save on the season, and 9 innings pitched. 14 strikeouts, 7 walks.
Back to work we go here. Cole Barnett at the plate. Couple of runs home in the inning. Couple of runners still on. Couple already out. That makes Barnett the 7th batter of the inning. Big cut through that one. Takes that one. 1-1. That one misses away. 2 balls and a strike. Big cut, can't get it. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And a base hit through the left side, and Carey gives one up here, and UT Southern inches a little closer, 11-5.
Third baseman Colin Perkins steps to the plate. 0 for 3 in this one.
If you're tuning in for Blue Mountain, Middle Georgia State, you got a while. Go run some errands. There'll be plenty of time after the conclusion of this one before that one starts. Teams are allowed to take infield and outfield if they so choose. We do not yet have word if they have chosen to do so. So it could be as many as 50 minutes in between games. But in the interim, you're still in the top of the 7th of this one, which, while it was a 9-run ball game moments ago, is back down to a 6-run game, which means we're on the verge of playing 9 here tonight. So you got some time if you're here for Blue Mountain, Middle Georgia. Big cut through that one for Perkins. And he strikes him out. So, UT Southern plates 3. They strand 2. It's 11-5 William Carey. Stretch time here in Jackson. Ridley Thomas absolutely mashed a ball his last time. He steps up. Already, actually just 1 for 1 on the day, officially, with a walk and a couple of RBIs. New pitcher is number 21, Zach Nell, the 5'10 sophomore righty from Huntsville.
Nell, just his 3rd appearance of the season, but a 0 ERA in 2 1/3 innings pitched. A couple of strikeouts and a walk in those appearances.
Let me correct myself. It's Neil, N-E-I-L-L. I didn't see the I originally. Foul back. Neil the lefty. Lifted center field. Should be an easy play, and it is. So 1 gone in the inning. Coffee to the plate. That one misses. On the ground, fouled away. And he hit him. So, Down to first base goes Coffey, and he'll give way to a courtesy runner momentarily. Into the game is number 6, Cam Sr., a junior out of Harahan, Louisiana.
Brings Ty Little to the plate.
Foul back.
Little 1 for 3 in the ball game with an RBI.
– 11-5 is your score. Ball on a strike. Ground ball, left side, foul. That one misses high. Full count now to Ty Little. Fouled that one away. Payoff pitch to Little. Line over the head of the shortstop. Carey with a couple aboard now. Back to the top of the order in Rigoberto Hernandez. The last pitch he saw was sent straight down the right field line for a homer. Hernandez awaits. That one's over for a strike. Hernandez, 1 for 3, 2 RBIs, a couple of runs scored. DJ Booth is on deck. One and one now. Mound visit. It's the bottom of the 7th here in Jackson, Tennessee, in an 11-5 ball game. William Carey with 2 on, 1 out, and a 1-1 count, and Lee Greenwood is playing overhead. Back to work we go. Hernandez steps up. That one misses. 2-1. That one misses inside. 3-1. Fouled away. 3 balls, 2 strikes now. Full count payoff pitch. And he walked him. So they're loaded, and that brings DJ Booth to the plate. And they're going to come get Mr. Neal. Pitching change, we'll tell you about it, and on the other side, SSAC.
College sports communicators are the lifeblood of any broadcast on television.
Our communicators, our comm leads, our sports information directors, all those folks who touch this industry are really unsung heroes.
They love their university, they love their work. They go out of their way to present the great image for the university, for the players that they represent.
Learn more at collegesportscommunicators.com/celebratecsc.
Years from now, what will you remember? That. It's a small thing, but you know the small things in life feel the biggest.
I'm doing it, Dad!
Now that is something to remember.
That one lifted left field. Long run. He makes the catch. Runner from third tags and scores. Now the trail runners will advance on the throw in as he throws it past the cutoff man. So 12-5. 2 away in the inning now. DJ Booth drove in the run. Didn't even get to tell you about the new pitcher. That's going to be number 13, Hunter Hancock, the 6'3 junior righty out of Perry, Georgia, transfer from Purdue Northwest.
This is his 9th appearance on the season, a 10.80 ERA on the season, and 6 2/3 of an innings pitched. 3 strikeouts, 11 walks.
Zach O'Kelly feeding us some information as we go here. Josh Alexander comes to the plate. Zach tells us the Firehawks are averaging 8.2 pitchers per game this season. I think he says 8.2 pictures per game. I assume he means pitchers.
I'm sure that's pitchers.
Yeah, I'm sure he means pitchers. In the last game of the weekend series against Blue Mountain, Cody Womble now leads the league in snake removal from the baseball field. That is the David Haney Extrication Award, as Josh Alexander beats it down the line and scores, and gets the run in, rather, for the infield hit. 13-5 is little scores. David Haney, the former SID of the University of Mobile, a well-known snake seeker, hunter-gatherer. By hunter, I don't mean that he kills them. That psychopath loves them and relocates them. And
you can have Satan's little hand puppet.
So Cody Womble removes a 5.5-foot snake from the ball field. I would have called game. There's a snake. You win. We're going home.
It can have the field.
That's right. It's a chicken snake. I'm the chicken. We're leaving. 13-5 is the score. That one misses high. 1-0 count.
Runners on the corners. 2 outs.
Preston Ratliff at the dish. He'd like to end the ball game. There goes the runner from first. That one's fouled back. One and one now on Ratliff.
Ratliff 1 for 3, couple of RBIs in this one. Scored a couple of times as well.
That one will miss away. 2 and 1. Ratliff checks. 3 balls and a strike. Ratliff 1 for 3 with a couple of RBIs. Takes it inside, and he'll head to first. They're loaded now. Eli Collins, 2 for 4, a couple of runs, 2 RBIs. So we reached the point in the inning where the batter in the hole mathematically cannot come to the plate this inning. So the guy on deck is the last potential hitter of the inning, because the bases are loaded and there are 2 out, and it's a 2-run ball game. So we either reach the end of the game or the end of the inning, and you cannot get to the batter that is currently in the hole. That matters to no one except me. And someone should probably tell the guy in the hole that he can grab his glove and relax. 2-0 count. If he is to step on deck, his only job is to retrieve foul balls. Collins nearly got hit with that one. 3-0. Hancock kicks and fires. Misses away. It's a bases loaded walk. 14-5. We're back to the 9-run margin. The man that was in the hole is Bridley Thomas. So he'll be on deck. For what purpose, we don't know.
He started this inning, did he not?
I believe he did. Are they going to make a pitching change? They are. SSAC.
Now batting first base. Come on now. Let's go, baby.
There you go. I knew you'd be back. You grabbed me, the Rawlings Trio, the most advanced baseball bat on the planet. And check out my window, man. That's the window to power, to a batting title, to post-game interviews. You and me, we're gonna light this guy up. Looking good, right? And that first rounder on the mound, I don't care if he goes curve, slider, or he's just throwing gas. With me, you've got the bat speed to catch up to anything. The fellas in the lab say it's because my extended barrel, composite handle, and end cap. Look, man, all I know is I've got the biggest sweet spot in the game, and that's the difference between fouling one off and lacing one into the gap. Yeah, feel that weight? That's me talking to your hands. With my balance and your quick wrist, this chump doesn't even know what he's up against. Listen, don't look right now, but his girlfriend's eyeballing you. All right, focus, man. It's showtime, baby.
Ducksworth to the dish. The new pitcher, Danton Reinhardt. And we'll wait this first pitch and tell you more about him. Reinhardt, 6'2" junior lefty out of Collinwood, Tennessee.
14th appearance on the season right here, a 16.5 ERA on the season, and 18 innings of work, 24 strikeouts, and 18 walks here on the season.
He's ahead 0-2 here with the bases loaded. He'll take low, 1-2. In the dirt, 2-2. And a balk, and the game's over. So all of that gets us to a balk off, and pitcher is Danton Reinhardt is like, what was the balk? What happened?
Confused. And I don't blame him. I didn't see him move, but
I think that was a case of, maybe that might have been a case of tired of seeing the ball game. I don't know. But I didn't see it happen. I saw the umpire call it. I didn't see what happened that he called. I know that that Mitch Hill is not pleased, and he's getting an explanation. Danton Reinhardt frustrated. But I know the game's over. 15-5, William Carey with the victory in this one. The Crusaders trailed 2-0 briefly. They scored 6 in the third, 4 in the fifth, 1 in the sixth, 4 in the seventh for their offense. UT Southern also had 3 in the seventh. 15-5, your winner will be Davis, 6 2/3, 9 Ks, 6 hits, 3 earned for him. And Stuteville will take the loss in this one. We'll know officially the matchup tomorrow for both of these teams after the next game. The winner, William Carey, will play the loser of the next game between Blue Mountain and Middle Georgia. UT Southern will play the winner of that game. For David Turner, I'm Jeremy Smith. We're back in about 30 to 45 minutes, somewhere in that range, for the next game, the SSAC Baseball Championship.